everyone, Russ here from Tactical Mortgage Solutions. This is a quick little tutorial that I want to bring you up to speed on that many brokers out there are using a TMS home refinance strategy session to go through their database and mine their database, which to me, I've spoken to a lot of brokers as of late that they're not using their database as an opportunity to generate leads. So in this quick tutorial, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through a few opportunities here that will or should be in many of your databases. And the goal with this is just to finish the year off strong. So finish 2025 off strong. So where are the opportunities? This is part one. I'm going to do another one here for you in the coming days, which will bring up to speed on some other opportunities that you'll find in your database as well. So for mortgage brokers, opportunities to help improve your client's liability portfolio. So this is mortgage and debts. So it's available. So maturity date generally is going to be between September 2026 and December 2026, 3-year fix. And back then when these completed, they ranged between 5.54 and 6.71. Here is a client outreach letter that I will attach to the email for you. Now, once you find some opportunities, how do you present them? The easiest way is video is one of the most engaging ways to reach out to clients, just to run through TMS and use Loom or BombBomb to do that, or send an email. So let's get started. So what we're finding here is that new mortgages right now, rates are sitting for a 3-year fix for about 4.19. So we have a couple different options or a few different options here in TMS. So the first thing is we would enter the existing details of your client's mortgage. So let's just say this is a bank mortgage, could be any of the big 5 banks. We have penalties in here that you can use. So here's a bank penalty here, fixed 3 years. If you put the maturity date in and you click this here, it will have a history of posted rates for you. We're assuming that the mortgage is $500,000, payments are sitting at about $30.50. And in this range here, we have the IRD calculated as well as the 3 months of interest. So in this case here, what we're going to do is we are going to add the penalty to the mortgage. We currently have 13 months remaining in this term. So what happens here is what we can do is go into here and hit 419 and match the payment. If that is the case, then what happens here is that we can save the client 13 months and 13 months. We can save them $22.58 if we match the payments and their mortgage balance to be $22.67 less. Now, the key to this is most of these penalties are going to be, a majority of the lenders are going to be only 3 months of interest. This provides an opportunity before renewal, before the lender reaches out potentially, to offer your client an opportunity. And that opportunity can be increased cash flow, reduce rates on high interest debts. So that being said, let's look at another option. So look at tutorial here, which is lower the payment. So someone may just want to match their payment. But if someone needs to lower their payment, then what you can do is maybe this rate pops up a bit. And I'm just using Scotiabank as an example. You can bump this up to 30 years. And then what happens here is that you can drop the payments by up to $552. Of course, the balance is a little bit higher. You're still saving, but there's an opportunity to drop those payments. Now, what if in the situation, we know that rates are dropping? So we had our rate drop last week. The Bank of Canada prime rate dropped, or the overnight rate dropped by 1/4 point. Now, what if we want to provide our clients with a different strategy of riding the prime rate down and then locking in later? So with that being said, is in here, what we can do is, and we're going to assume this is a 25-year amortization, and we can get prime less 0.5. And we're assuming that there's rate drops in December and also in March. If that is the case, then it's a little more aggressive of a savings. And also we can do is show them that as the rates drop, of course, this is an arm, your payments drop as well. So increases cash flow. The other option here is, if you want, is you can create a more conservative option. So maybe a 1/4 point drop in December and then it stays as is. And remember, this is only over 13 months. So if that's the case, we're still sitting at about 31.45. Now, if you engage these clients and they wanted lower payments, in this case here, I would suggest doing a needs analysis. So if that means just, do they need any equity drawn out? Do they need to, pay out any high interest debts? So if you ask those questions and they have credit cards, then what you can do is add credit cards. And this can quickly and easily be added to the before and after summary. So you can see is now we're dropping the payment $640, the savings is higher, and you can continue to add these all throughout. So that's a quick tutorial. These opportunities are sitting there for you. Have a look. If you have any questions, please let me know, and happy fall. Bye for now.